It's time for my daily weigh-in. This is what I start off the day with. So, welcome back to the channel. As you saw in the opening clip, that's what I do daily, is take my daily weigh-in. And it's more for setting the trends of what I go through day to day, and also to get a general idea of my body composition. But I'll touch on that body composition part later on in the vlog. But today I thought I will take you along on the tool and the app I use to track my meals, my main tool. There is a secondary app I use, but I use my main tool. It's called VSync, V-E-S-Y-N-C. It's a completely free app. It basically does everything you see that MyFitnessPal does and more, and it's completely free. So yeah, let's get into it, and let's get into the day of tracking my food. Okay, so we migrated into my secondary room, which is MySelf office computer room. But basically, before I show you the first track, I wanted to give you a brief overview. A brief overview, because the VSync app can be a little tedious with all that it can do for just being what things people use for just meal tracking. Okay, it's a smart home technology component to it. There's health lines, like it could do a lot of things. Right now, all the devices that I have are related to fitness and health and whatever I can get connected to it to be an all-in-one source. So with that too, I'll show you the very home page as it loads up when I open the app, and then I'll immediately navigate to where my meal tracking is. There's two ways you can actually get to it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, there is the home page. Let's see if I can zoom in. Okay, there's the home page. So the top tells you that you're on the home page, and of course it has messages or notifications on the right, and then you can have the plus to add a device, and then it tells you your local temperature. That's basically if you give up your location services on your phone. And then it also tells you like air quality index and everything. Another indication that's not noted here, because there isn't one, they'll put a little flame icon on there, meaning that there is a forest fire or wildfire in your vicinity. Then of course you got the little banner that advertises, because VSync has its own little internal shop for devices. VSync has other companies like Corsori and eTech City that it owns, so you can shop at stores for other devices and smart home stuff. And then the first square on the left is a FitSense chest strap heart rate monitor. I use that from time to time as my heart rate. You can use it here, on here, and if you open it up, after it loads, it basically takes you to an area where you can start doing your whatever workout that you wanted to do. But mainly I usually connect it to a third-party app called Polar. And of course this thing's processing now because it's trying to connect to the... Okay, we're back. And then on the right tile there's a fitness tracker. This is basically like a wearable, the standard fitness tracker. It works, but it does not have built-in GPS, so the app just basically just records your heart rate and then uses your phone for some GPS thing. Then over here I have a blood pressure monitor. I have then a jump rope, a cordless jump rope that syncs to it, counts my jumps, and all this stuff will link to Apple Health. And then this is what I use mostly. This is my food scale, and this is my body weight scale. This is what I just used in the opening clip, so I usually just click that, and then it will connect to it like that, and I just step on the scale, wait a few seconds, and it syncs right up. And this is what actually you're seeing. What my today's weigh-in is at 377.8 pounds, and I am down 0.8 of a pound. And then it gives me a general reading of my body composition numbers, which I take with a grain of salt. and it basically just allows me to get trends, and that's what I usually follow more than just the individual stats. There you go. And then let's go to the food scale. The food scale is one of the two ways I can access my nutrition. And what it is when connected, the food scale will pop up right above the breakfast. There'll be a line food scale, and allows you to measure the food item, which I'm sure I'll use later today, and track your macros rather easy and more accurately. So this is just a generic study. You can see the top portion tells you your daily total, your running daily total, and then you can get your nutrition facts for the day, and then you can run it at the end of the night. You can run your nutrition analysis on how you did for the day, and then of course it's broken up to breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. I personally would like to see it, maybe you had one or possibly two more categories to this, like supplements to be aligned, because those are not really considered meals. So to add a supplements category to it, you could be right after snacks, and maybe even vitamins, so if you take your vitamins. But I noticed that vitamins, if you scan the barcode on vitamins, they are not really registered for any database. So this is my VSync food macro counter, and you can tell, see it says food scale on the top, so it's ready to go. Let me show you the other way, how I would get into it, but this is the shortcut way. The other way is the bottom navigation. You have your home page, which is where you're on, and then you have wellness, and then of course you have the little shop. Right now it's designated with the little Christmas tree because we just went through Christmas. And then you have a forum, which you could join conversations, and then you have more, which is like go into your settings and getting that option. So let's go ahead and hit wellness. Wellness gives you more options on here. You can check out your wellness reports they send to you weekly on how you did. And you got health checker, which is what we're on, and you can see it has my water intake. This is the food diary, which we were just at. Body measurements means you can take measurements, inches, and all that stuff. This is where you can keep track of exercises that you do internally with the app. So like with the jump rope or whatever, all that stuff will be tracked here. Even it reads it from Apple Health. So, and then it tracks your steps from Apple Health. Then there's a fasting icon here, and then there's a heart rate. This is blood pressure, and then your blood glucose. And then tap here, and it gives you back to your food diary. So that's what I'm using for today, and let's get this day started. Okay, I'm back with the first meal. I wanted to show you how I do this now. First meal is actually two parts. It's my breakfast and then some supplements. So what I do is I open up that app. For the first one, I'm going to scan the supplement. So then I basically just select the meal, snacks. So it says add food. So I add food. There's a list of food, and then the top right corner is a little icon that allows me, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a top right corner. There's an icon that activates my camera. So now you can double see me. And then what I do is I'm going to have my servings of Super Greens blend. It's GI Juice lemon blast flavor. It's absolutely delicious and refreshing. It's like a lemonade, and it's from Redcon 1. You can use my code ERICT at checkout at Redcon 1. I am an ambassador with them. We're a tier 1 operator through Redcon 1. This is my supplement line. So I'll only use a couple of their products as my base health, and then I'll migrate to more to what I need as I need it. But there's a lot of these products have barcodes, SKUs to keep inventory, but that's what you use to scan for the nutrition. So I scan it, and upon scanning up, this appears. Basically, this is the item, the nutrition, and then this little pop-up here that's highlighted tells me how many servings I used or what was the serving. So I'm only going to have one scoop, and that's what it says. So I just confirm that, and that tells me that. And if I want to expand on nutrition, there's a little button that says show nutrition, and then you could swipe for more of the nutrition. You can always view this later, and then I just hit the save button on the top right. So that's my first scan, and that records it, and then adjust the daily total right there you go. So 40 calories down, 9 grams of carbs, 2 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fat. So that was my first meal. My second meal is going to be just some peanut butter toast. So I already got the toast here. And here's the bread. And basically I do the same thing with this. I scan the barcode, but this is going to be for my breakfast. So I'll scan the barcode on the bread. And I am having 2 slices of the bread. Confirm, save. And it adjusts accordingly. And then this is where it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to see. I don't know how I can get the angle here, but I will now utilize this food scale. It's the eTech Cities food scale. It's Bluetooth, and it connects Bluetooth connectivity to the app of VSync. So I just simply turn it on, let it load up, make sure I have it in the right gram. Yes, it's measuring in grams. So if you see right above breakfast, it has now saying weighing, that little green bar. You just tap that bar, and it brings you to the food scale controls. So once you get your measurement in, you select the meal that you're having, which is breakfast, and then you scan the item that you're trying to add for nutrients, just like you would scan the barcode, but now you have pre-measured, because you're not going to use the exact measurements of what it says on the nutrition table of the item, and that's how you get that. And I'm going to be using peanut butter, because it's peanut butter toast. So I'm going to be using this. And what I do with that is, if I can take you down here, see here's the food scale. So I basically weigh both the bread on the food scale. You can see that. You can't see the skin. Can you see the skin has some measurements, and I'll show it to you via the app, because the app will also have it on there. And the app is saying that the combination of the plate and the bread is 402 grams. But I do not want that included into my measurement. So there is a tear. So you button on here, hit it, and then for seconds it zeroes everything out on here. So now it's ready to be weighing in just the item of the protein, or of the peanut butter, which is more of a fat source. Actually, stop that. I need to get a knife to spread it, so I'll be right back. Okay, just like that, we returned. So we're now at 0, so I'll just scoop in my peanut butter. Don't worry, as you lift up the toast, to make sure you can get a good spreading on here, your food scale will go to a negative number. Don't worry about that, because once you put it back down, the new added weight will show a positive number now. It'll go above 0. Like right now, just from that one spreading, it says 18 grams of peanut butter I've used. Now here's for the second bread. Done. Put it back on the scale. And it says 34 grams. So this is my weight. 34 grams of peanut butter. So my next thing is to select breakfast. So I select breakfast, and it brings up this table to where I can now scan, and now of course hit the button on the top right to allow me to bring up my camera. And I scan the barcode on the jar. Boom. And it comes up with the pre-calculated. It calculates the measurements of the nutrition, protein, macros, and all that stuff per the weight that I just weighed in. All I have to do now is hit save. Once you hit save, you're done. I basically didn't just go back and tear out my scale back to 0, and then I just power it down to disconnect it. And that's how it weighs in. Now to see the whole macros for my breakfast, which is the bread and the peanut butter, you just hit the breakfast icon. It gives you the per meal countdown in the chart according to your daily. So that is how I am measuring breakfast number 1, or meal number 1, and alongside with my basically my scoop of greens there. So that's it. Well, like that, the day has just gone off on the last thing I was showing you is how I record my macros on that VSync app. So
I basically made the decision not to really document every single meal because that'll be just repetitive. If you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. But yeah, besides that, also the day has gone. Gone, you know, because today's Sunday, and got caught up on some football games. Not all of them, but just a couple of them. And the day just went gone. So now I'm out and about. But I did get one more meal in, and I recorded it in. It was just basically something simple. It was just a standard hamburger patty with a little bit of sauteed mushrooms on top, and then a side salad, a small side salad. That's all I had. And then I had also, what was it? A hydration formula, Canteen hydration, Prime Punch. It's part of the Redcon one, Deion Sanders collab. So yeah, that's all I basically had, and I did record those into my meal counts for the day. And I'm heading towards, I'm low on my protein, so when I get back home, I gotta get a scoop of my protein. I have a chocolate flavored MRE Light from Redcon 1, and I'm actually, if I recall, I think it was about a day or two ago, you know, I looked at it and I may only have one scoop left, if that, you know, so I'm gonna have to get a refill on that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So what I'm looking for now, I want to basically get to knowing that I'm relaunching this channel to basically do a little bit more of a formal introduction of what I'd like to do. Like I posted in some of my social medias, that this will be a weekly vlog. Hopefully I try to capture content on Saturdays and get it edited either Saturday night to schedule to be released on Sundays, or I edit on Sundays and release it on Sundays to the channel. It will be, the full-length videos now are going to be exclusively on my YouTube and Rumble channels. I know I did last week's vlog, and since the length of the vlog was short enough for me to do so, I also uploaded as sort of like as a kind of like an introduction or a promo vlog on my X account. I did it on my Clapper, and what else did I do it on? I did it on something else. I think I did it on Facebook page. So yeah, that's with all that. Oh, and I did it on Instagram Reels too. So for now on, everything's gonna be on my channels. I'll still have other video contents for those other platforms, and also still pictures and all that, whatever, as per norm. But I look to use this as a way to document. I'm in the process of doing a health journey right now, working out, and some of the tools, like I said, I will be breaking them down slowly and surely. And I will have, on some of them, I will have discount codes, and I will claim when I use something that I do have a discount code, and then I am an affiliate for, like the Redcon 1 that you saw me actually put on here earlier with the GI juice, which is the greens and reds, greens superfoods, lemon blast, I think that was the flavor. That is absolutely delicious. It's like a lemonade, and it's light and refreshing. And it doesn't even feel like that. There's no earthiness to it, so it doesn't taste like you're tasting greens, you know, that stuff. Like a lot of the players, and also the mixability of the powder, it really dissolves really easily, so it goes down nice and easy, and like you're drinking a juice. So, and what else? So yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and other stuff that I work with, like, you know, the VSync app that I showed you earlier. That's how I track my meals. I'm not an affiliate with VSync, but in there they do have a section on their website, on their app, that is community. You're able to post text on there, and you're able to post hashtags and pictures, but no videos, no links. And there is a community base. I have close to 100 followers on there, and I am an official influencer within that community. And I'm also a what do you call it? An insider for VSync. So when they come out with basically new services and new products, I get emailed supposedly first, before they release it to the public. You know, maybe a certain amount of time, maybe a day or two. I don't know what the specifics are on the being an insider is with it, but what have you. And I've been using the app for a couple years now, and I find it's easy, you know, it's simple, and plus I like the special feature with the scale and how it syncs up. You measure food, and all you have to do is scan the food, and boom, it's already pre-calculated. You don't have to do the math like with other food scales. You have the weight, and then you have to calculate how much of that weight is how much like protein in it. You know, per serving you have to break it down, and it's just tedious. You know, but this makes it easier, and also for time management too. So and then with exercise, I have an AI. I have two, basically, I guess they're both considered AI, but my longest video app, or my mobile app, AI app for home exercises, is with BodBot, but the interface there is okay, and some of the workouts they suggest are okay. It's almost like I could use it maybe like on my off days as just very light and just get some motion in. So that's what I do. And I have been with them. I have a lifelong thing since I contributed on their initial launch several years ago. I think it's been almost 8 years since they've come out or something. But anyway, but my main workout now is with Fitify. I am with them. I use them as my main priority workout. I haven't gone through one full, I guess, course section. It was like an 8-week course, training session and a lot, and there's 3 days a week, and I was having little issues with my phone connecting with the Apple Health and all that stuff, causing the app to crash. And I've been working back and forth, communicating with them. They're very great people. They're at Fitify, and they want to get to work, and they want only the best for you. So I have them. They got it working. I even helped them narrow down to the data points, at least with my phone. I can't say it's with every single iPhone out there or not, or how Apple is, you know, integrating or giving them permissions for certain data points or not certain data points or what have you. That's an app developer thing and contractual thing with that. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. So I'm using Fitify as my main home workout. Actually, it'll be my main workout. If I decide to do a gym membership, I could take it to the gym and do that. So, and it's also good for traveling. If you travel, you don't know what's around you, and you just want to just like stay in your hotel room, you just do that. Or you go down, if the hotel has some kind of workout, you could adjust your workouts to that. So that's basically where I'm at right now. And I look to get forward and just document, I guess, my weekly trends on here. That's some of the other tools I'll use, like my weight. I use the eTech City Weight Scale. I've done a DEXA scan with Body Spec, so I am an affiliate with Body Spec to get your DEXA scan. I'm working on getting a discount code. I'm waiting them to give me my discount code. I do have a link that you'll see on the description of this video and also on the bio of my channel. So if you want to get it, you get $10 off your first scan if you go to bodyspec.com and then book it, and to get that DEXA scan. And see, I think that's it. Oh, and I'm also an affiliate with Primal Kitchen Foods. Primal Kitchen Foods is basically a condiment-based, kind of food company, but they base their foods out of avocado oil and not using those seed and canola oil stuff that's toxic for you. So that's a healthier choice, and avocado oil is a more genuine and healthy fat for you. So like if you're eating avocado, that's a good fat compared to, like, say, eating cheese. Cheese is not a good fat, so that was just a quick reference, pick point. But anyway, so that's where I am at. I'm just losing it. I'm taking it day by day right now. As you probably saw my way in, I was 378. I have gone up. I've gone to the point in my workouts and in my weight loss journey that I did reach down to close enough to where I did establish a new weight goal. I did hit 365.0 pounds one day. And I was going to say, maybe I should not do a new weight goal just yet. Just want to make sure I'm consistent at this particular weight. I don't fluctuate backwards. And that's what I have done. So I've regained like 13 pounds, as much as actually 15 pounds. I've been up as high as 380.5. But I'm still down below where I started at 421. And I'm still going. I'm just doing the best I can for my personal situation that I'm dealing with. And I'll get into another video, next week's vlog probably, so I won't break it down all in one vlog and keep the vlog as long, because I can already see this clip is like almost hitting up 11.5 minutes long, and I'll have to see how I'm going to cut this out, but or not cut it out, but just chop it up so I can minimize the size. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is just documenting my life, stuff. I hope this was a major ramble right here for 12 minutes, but I needed it to explain, first of all, the gap in today's vlog, And I hope I could be more consistent, but I also have to be courteous to the people in my household, because they don't want to be in it, and I also don't want to record their voices even as background noises and stuff, and they may be watching TV or listening to music in the background, and I can't do that for copyright purposes and all that stuff. And so I just gotta be courteous of their situation, and not try to impede or make it inconvenience for them, like say, can you leave the room and so I can do this vlog and not talk. And no, I'm not gonna do that. So anyways, I hope everybody has a great time, and I guess my next vlog will be next weekend, so that'll be actually considered next year. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy new year, and here's to a healthy and prosperous 2025. Take care, and I will see you next week.